folks, how's it going? Welcome to the program. You're going to want to share this program. You know how sometimes I kind of go back to historic pieces or etc. The other day we were talking about, well, our country over the years from the Great Depression on, etc. Sometimes it's good to get to know people and their backgrounds, and I love to do that. There's so much we can learn from other people. We're going to go back in this program. I'm going to share with you a great person that went from Hollywood to helping others. And we're going to tell this story. I think you're going to be very interested in it. And I think we can all learn from each other if we just take the time to get to know each other. So that's why we're going to do it. So please lift a finger and share this program. You're going to want to see it. If you've got kids, grandkids, great grandkids, you're going to want to share this because this is about our future. And you heard it there. We have a future to save. We've got to work on it. One of the things I want you to work on, please, is I want you to pay attention to your money. Today's program is brought to you by the fine folks at Goldco. And it's just really simple. They're here to make your life easier in a complicated issue, especially if you have a retirement account, right? 401k, IRA, whatever the case may be. You say you need it to get through a crisis. If you tried to do that, they're going to ding you. Sometimes they'll try to take 50%. All I want you to do is to go to jovanlovesgold.com with my partners at Goldco. Request your free gold and silver kit today because now is the time to protect your money with gold and silver. Additionally, we've got one that's on its way out. This is your last shot here by the fine folks at CB Distillery. Remember, we've got a very special promo code for this one. CBDistillery.com. Your promo code is Jovan. That's your promo code, okay? Make sure you use the right promo code. You're probably thinking about getting outside or some barbecue or whatever the case may be, getting with family. CBD is what's happening, folks. I'm telling you, it's great for you. That's why I partnered with CB Distillery, and they're having a massive Labor Day sale right now. Save up to 40% site-wide. Your promo code is Rumble. You can ask people in chat. Many of you use it. I'm surprised I waited so damn long to use it. I should have. Sits right on my nightstand, right on my desk. I live with aches and pains, right? And there's one thing that wipes it out quickly, and that's their pain relief. Look, so it's the perfect time to stock up with natural solutions for better sleep, less stress, and helping that pain after exercise. And look, there's a bunch of CBD junk out there. But CB Distillery is different. Their hemp is grown right here in the United States, third-party tested, free from artificial dyes and fillers, just clean, powerful plant-based relief. And that's why over 2 million people trust CB Distillery. They have solutions for just about everything. The roll-on is the bomb. I'm telling you. The roll-on stick, they can help you with sleep, stress, mood, focus, even pain after exercise. Got it for your pets. You know which ones I like. Now's your chance to stock up on this sale, 40% off. Promo code Rumble, cbdistillery.com. Use my promo code Rumble, that's cbdistillery.com. Promo code Rumble. I got a code for you too. Here. Screenshot it. Use your phone if you're on your phone. Ping it. It'll take you right to it. Pretty cool technology there. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of go back in time and we're going to talk about a life lived, entertaining people, right? And, sometimes life is great and you can have a lot of fun, but where we set in today's society, it's about, we got to help each other. That's all we have. The government's not going to do it for us. You know it and I know it. The government is not going to do it for us. By the way, that's also why I did Maha Aha. Those of you that filled out the form, pay attention. You're going to learn something very interesting in this broadcast. Okay, we're going to give you a little entertainment treat. A life well lived. We're going to tell a story of that from Hollywood to helping others. Please share this program. We're going to get started right after this.
Warning. The following program has been rated Gilligaff and is intended for open-minded audiences. If the truth offends you, or if you are allergic to focused intensity, intellectual athleticism, or the occasional F-bomb or even irreverent humor, please switch off now. If your delicate sensibilities need to be worried about or addressed, might we recommend the Underwater Basket Weaving channel to you? Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the wisdom, insight, and wicked sense of humor.
Cut the crap. How many times a day do you want to say that to politicians, the elite, the loony liberals, the fake news media, and the gender-confused, emotional socialist snowflake crowd? Cut the crap is your secret weapon for fighting for our freedoms and our great republic. It all begins with a massive mental enema, freeing you from the toxic news and politically correct views, which constipate your consciousness with stinking thinking. Your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer. He's known for calling out politicians and telling them to cut the crap. You've seen him on virtually every television network and listened to him on Coast to Coast Radio. And now he's here to help you learn to fight for America. Culture, race, and American politics. They all have one thing in common. They all need to cut the crap. Now, here's your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer.
Okay, guys, we're going to have some fun today. We are. We're going to kind of take a journey. And on this journey, we're going to cover quite a bit of things. And I think everybody kind of likes to find out about people around them. And what you may be surprised in today's program to find out is about some of the people around you that are actually part of our broadcast family here every day. You might not know it, right? We have some interesting people. I know there's several people that watch the program that do very interesting things, but kind of, do it on the down low, don't want to be known or whatever. And we have some people that have taken their life of service and turned it into, well, something incredible. And this is what it's about. See, I've always told you, we're all in this together. Period. We cannot rely on government officials, politicians to fix what's going on. See, we have to instruct them. That means we have to get involved. Everything is about getting involved. And that's probably why you have to admit you're a crapaholic. You're a crap addict. That's why you're here. We're all crap addicts. For a little reference, my exposure to television and film and stuff like that, and I had a hell of a career, right? Started when in high school, I got plucked out of an auditorium, and it was to just be in a little Jackie Chan film. Jackie Chan had just come to the United States. He didn't even speak English. Pretty amazing. I remember watching him work. It was just, I've never seen anything like that in my life. And it was this very interesting story of gangsters and robbers and all this other stuff, and got to meet Jose Ferrar. And it's kind of funny because I ended up becoming friends with the family years later in my life, right? He was married to Rosemary Clooney. And so I, basically know them all, the Ferrars, the Clooney, whether it be from George or you name it. So you never know when you meet people first in life or families first in life, how to cross paths. But for me, I found I had a fascination, right, with how movies were made, how television was made. And I remember being really excited because I just couldn't believe how they made daylight at midnight. Yeah, it was really weird because you're working all through the day and everything else. And I was excited, and I got to watch a true genius work. So with that said, every day our family here gets together, we've got somebody in our program that participates with us. And she has the most interesting background. Now, depending on what era you're from, like, if you went back and looked at, as I pour myself more coffee here, if you went back and looked at the Jackie Chan thing, you'd be looking at me as a 15-year-old. I don't look anything the same, but you'd be looking at me as a 15-year-old, right? And you would think, I think back and I look at things like that. I go, if I could have ever imagined what I would be doing later, what would have made my life worth living? And we all wish we could go back to that younger part of us, and because I could have done so much better if I would have maybe evolved past entertainment stuff or whatever to know what really the issue was. But here I am, older, and I now know the issue is saving our country. And a lot of people have gone through this. They've had very interesting lives. But when it comes down to it, your legacy, what you do, what you live, you find out at the heart of it all, it's about helping others. So I want to take you back to a time. Do you remember watching different things, like what sticks out most to me, right? You had things like Adam 12 or Dragnet, or you had Wonderful World of Disney, and everybody got together on Sunday night and watched that. Merlin Olsen's Mutual of Omaha. Do you guys remember of that? It kind of anchors you in your times. Now, I can remember watching the variety shows. Remember, almost all of TV back then was variety shows where they brought on talent, a lot of singing, a lot of dancing, or whatever, with television entertaining us. Now, I did tell you when I watched I Dream of Jeannie, I was ruined for the rest of my life. When I saw the little hot blonde, right, say, yes, master, it ruined me forever. But I can distinctly remember being a young type, small guy, coming up to life, and always, I guess maybe it's a guy thing. I don't know if you guys did it, but yeah, Flip Wilson show, right? Red Skelton, all this other stuff, Gong Show. I remember, I don't know if I really cared about the music that was on. I just liked checking out the chicks. Guys, do you know what I mean? Right? Especially at that time. Carol Burnett show. Right? I just liked looking at the variety. Maybe it's just me. Well, we're going to kind of go back in time to that. And speaking of Carol Burnett show, how fortuitous, right? We're going to go back. And during that time, there was somebody out there, okay, that was entertaining us all, that's now part of your life, and you might not even know it. You probably, just like me, watched them do their work that they loved, entertaining. And I'm telling you, they went all over the world, met presidents, vice presidents. This was a big deal, right? This was when TV was good. This was when TV was wholesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. We could still put all the cute girls and stuff and bathing suits and whatever, but it was when TV was really promoting wholesome things and entertaining us and highlighting stuff that, was just a different way of life that we had then. Are you understanding the time I'm talking about, where everything just felt easier, everything just felt better, right? I think TV was a little more interesting in variety shows. Our image was something completely, it's an image that we lost, right? It's an image that we lost, that it was okay to be just kind of all American, right? It was okay to be wholesome. it was okay to be red, white, and blue, right? Come on, we had some stuff going on then. But do you remember these times? Do you remember, our country? Right. Well, we'll just take care. Here's Mondale. Yeah, good times and bad times. We had some hell during that time, right? When Mondale and Carter came in, but we had some hell later on, right? Remember the lines for gas and all that stuff? But this was America. This was America. This was America, right? Just a reflection of who we were at the time. You probably got in from riding your bike after playing in the creek, catching minnows and crawdads, you're right. And the evening shows were nice variety shows. Well, we're going to go back. We're going to go back. And I'm going to introduce you to someone who you saw all over television as part of what is called the Doodletown Pipers. Doodletown Pipers, right? Now we have the rat bastard mofos or crap like that. No, we didn't have that stuff then, right? Let me show you some of the stuff all of us were watching back then.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're quite honored tonight in introducing a brand new singing group, the Doodletown Pipers. This is their first professional appearance on our show. They're a group of happy young teenagers who got together because they really love to sing. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, the Doodletown Pipers. Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. It's just like a magic penny. Hold it tight and you won't have any. Lend it, spend it, and you'll have so many. They'll roll all over the floor.
Love is something if you give it away.
Give it away. Give it away. Yes,
Love is something if you give it away.
Because you end up having
more. It's just like a magic penny. Hold it tight and you won't have any. Spend it, and you'll have so many. They'll roll all over the floor. Love is something if you give it away.
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 Yes,
Love is something if you give it away.
Because
You end up having more.
Give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more.
You have to admit, different times, different things. And to think now on national TV and stuff, you're right. We got twerking and all kinds of goobiness. There was a wholesome to us. By the way, I want to point out they were teenagers. Look at the teenagers we have today. Look at the young people we have today.
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it's washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head pretending he just doesn't see? Well, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the
Love glows like a candle in the window, and when it glows it brings a light out of the darkness, giving you a rainbow. It's all right. It's all right. Listen here, everything's gonna be all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
I feel so
It's all right.
like I knew I would.
It's all right.
Oh, it's all right now. You know what we're doing tonight. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right now. It's all right. You know what we're doing tonight? We're opening up our own soul city. The man at the organ is a very distinguished gentleman named Nate Edmonds, and he's playing some very distinguished music called soul music. Soul songs come from the heart. They tell of the light and dark of life, the joy of living, the anxieties and frustrations, but always of love and of hope. And you know something? I'm gonna get me some. Yeah. Oh, tell me about it. I'm dying to hear that. Hey, baby, don't you treat me wrong. Come and love me all night long. Hey.
It's all right, baby.
It's all right now.
It's all right, baby.
It's all right now.
It's all right, baby.
Baby, it's all right.
It's all right.
Tell me what I say.
Tell me what I say.
Tell me what I say now.
Tell me what I say.
Tell me what I say.
Tell me what I say.
Tell me what I say now.
Tell me what I say.
Tell me what I say
Tell me
now.
what I say.
Tell me what I say.
What I say.
Hey,
Hey,
oh,
oh,
hey,
hey,
oh,
oh,
hey,
hey,
oh,
oh.
hey, sing me one more time.
One more time.
Baby, one more time now.
One more time.
Sing me one more time.
Baby, one more time.
Make it one more time.
Baby, one more time.
Sing
You remember a lot of these shows? Most of them make you want to dance, want you to have fun. Yeah, we had in some of those bell bottoms and polyester. I remember my bell bottoms. Do you remember your bell bottoms? They knew the difference between a boy and a girl. Yes, I know it started out, right? It started out like this. A guy on stage playing his organ. Too bad kids today only think about Zelensky using his organ to play the organ on stage. That's how far we've kind of fallen from the times that we have now. It's true. It's sad, but true. This is a life that went from Hollywood to helping others. And it's a story of a life well lived, bringing people happiness. Part of your life, great hip huggers, part of your life that you didn't even know it, right? At a time when, well, I think a lot of things started happening to us, right? But as I take you down this memory lane and bring back these memories, I can see, I'll go, oh, I remember that. I remember that. And here we go to where we are in society. So I want to introduce you to somebody. You saw her shaking her booty and singing in there, has had an incredible life, has always been here with you, right? And I want to introduce you to, okay, I want to make sure you get this. Okay, there we go. Mike wasn't unmuting. I want to introduce you to Joy Kepke. How are you doing, dear?
I'm awesome. You've got the greatest smile. I love it when you
Thank you. Thank you.
You make me laugh. So keep telling me those jokes. I like them. I like them. I love it. I love you, actually. Okay.
I love you back.
I love
Thank you.
I love you. You're
Thank
you're like my younger brother, who I
Thank
don't
you.
have. I don't have a brother, period.
You know, I didn't even know.
Anyway,
do
thank
you
you for
have?
making me feel like part of the family.
You're welcome. I don't even know this about. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I grew up the oldest of 3 daughters, 2
Yeah.
sisters, and unfortunately, they're both deceased. They're not here anymore. I know where they are, though, so they're not lost. I
So
will see them again someday. Yeah, and mom and dad, another thing about that time, families were more intact.
yes, they were.
Divorce was not like it is now. People just don't get married, so they don't have to get a divorce. But, when I was 17 and a senior in high school, my life took a different turn and changed drastically because I was in the choir room one day, and on the loudspeaker came the principal letting us know that President Kennedy had been shot. And so, of course, school was closed. And I actually, over the weekend of that horrible, horrible event, was ironing a skirt in front of the TV, and I actually saw Oswald shot. I mean, it was live.
So you saw
So
Oswald
talk about
walk up and pull
trauma
the trigger.
to that whole generation. I saw it, yeah. And of course, you don't forget things like that, but it's trauma. I mean, what a trauma to the whole nation. So at 17. And then the singing that I did and the performing that I did was on the heels of, segregation and things like that. But here's a group who Ed Sullivan was very instrumental in bringing on Black people, Asian
Right.
people. He
As a
told
fact, by
not
the way,
to, but
there's a
yeah.
great, excuse me, there's a great documentary
on the
out right now
program
about Ed Sullivan.
You should watch it. Yeah, it's fascinating. And so I think he really, we did a lot of that. A lot of those pictures are from the Ed Sullivan studio, which is where Saturday Night Live has been filmed for so many years. And what an awesome time. And we were always touted as the young people. You know, look at our young people today. They're not going up to Haight-Ashbury. They're not doing drugs. And because that all came in the 60s, I think 64 when the Beatles came in, kind of thing. And so growing up in music and growing up in show business, and I forgot to mention to you the other day that I was one of the first tour guides at Universal Studios when they opened up their tours
Oh,
in
wow.
1960. A little bit of nepotism. My mom was working at Universal. She was in tabulation, things like that. And so it was me right out of high school. It was my very first real job. And boy, did I have fun, because I've always been starstruck. You know, it's like, whoa, there's
Yeah.
them, the Munsters. The
Let's go
Munsters
back.
were filmed there, and just all kinds of old programs. Doris Day was huge, and Robert Goulet came up to the tram once. I thought I'd melt. He had the most beautiful eyes.
Let's
Anyway,
go
then
back
I
and
got
tell
into
some of the. Let's go back and tell some of the stories of how all of this came together. How did the group come together? I got to do something real quick. Hang on. I got to make sure I go period specific.
Okay. That was
Tell
then.
us,
I'll tell you, the clothing,
yeah,
everything.
tell us
We were
about how all of this
really
came
groovy.
together.
We were groovy. And so right out of high school, I went into a group called the Young Americans, and we did a lot of television at that time. And then the Doodletown Pipers were formed from the Young Americans. The director of the Young Americans didn't want the group going to Vegas, but the Doodletown Pipers could have cared less. If we can go to Vegas and be on the main stage, we're going. But I want to mention that when we did that, we were going to check into one of the major hotels. They turned us away, or we left, because they wouldn't accept the group because there were black young people in the group. And yeah, it's just God does what he does. And so we were part of that whole push up against segregation. I grew up in LA public schools, so I was in with everybody, Asians, black, Mexicans, and they lived in my neighborhood too. So Los Angeles was like quite a place, let's put it that way. In Hollywood, my parents moved there with their families during the Depression. So I was raised by the greatest generation, and I'm a senior baby boomer, and I'm going to be 80 next year, and I can't believe it. It's like where God has taken me. There's been a lot of tears, a lot of tribulation, a lot of.
Okay, we got a freeze on our screen, but don't worry about it. It'll catch back up in a second. Joy, I know you can probably hear me. If you have to reconnect, don't worry about it, Joy. Go ahead and reconnect. We'll get her back here. I'm going to, Joy, just so you know, there you go. Wait, let me see if it refreshes on my side.
Wait.
There you are. Fantastic. Don't worry about that. It's just kind of up and down. It'll stabilize.
I don't know what you missed. I just kept talking. So
I do
I
that
did a lot
too.
of volunteer.
Okay.
Should I keep talking?
Well, hang on one second, Joy. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Joy, I'm going to have you
keep talking.
It's okay. I'm going to have you cycle out, Joy. Here's what you're going to see. It's going to bump from the studio. All I'm going to redo is reforce your connection. Click the same link and come back in. Don't worry about it. Okay. It'll just bump from the studio, and then you're just going to go back, guys, and reconnect. That way we'll get a good reconnect. Do you remember all of these, folks? Do you remember? Do you remember all these faces when you see them? It kind of faces that you haven't seen a lot of time. Some of you saying, that, wow, I remember that. I remember what was going on. And when you look at what America stood for, see, when I see these things, you probably see the same thing I see. It didn't matter. Did it matter on your street if somebody happened to be Mexican or Lebanese or Asian or whatever, did it really matter on your street? See, I think the only thing that happened is we got into these divisions. They started dividing us. Because I'm telling you back then, tell me about your street. Did it matter? Did it matter? I've got your back, Joy. Thank you. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Right? And it was all about everything, you just being happy and entertaining people. We judged people by their character back then. And we don't do that anymore, Joy, do we? That's kind of a thing we lost. Would you agree there that during your time, it used to be we judged people just by their character and their talent, and it was no special class just because you had a skin. Now, yes, you were fighting segregation, but it's not. I think today's worse. What do you think?
Well, the world we live in today is, people have changed. I mean, they're fearful for one thing, and I think fear is like it paralyzes people, and they don't really understand, so they don't look into what's going on. They just kind of go along to get along, like a friend of mine says all the time, who's a politician. You might know Tim Rantham. He just the only politician. My husband grew up with him, and so we've been in the thick of that here in Wisconsin. I mean, it's
Right.
Wisconsin. Yeah, you know what's going on, and everywhere. California is unrecognizable. I have no relatives there except for one cousin, and she's elderly like myself, and she's not well. Which reminds me of the fact that for whatever reason, I've always tried to maintain my health, because if you don't have your health, what do you have? And so I've had a life of being very active. Used to go to the Jack LaLanne gym when it was happening way back when, and took up jogging. Can't go too fast, but now I call myself a power walker. So
That's awesome.
I'm on my third treadmill, and I've got little weights at home. And I was in a gym here for a while. Hawaii has a great gym for the elderly people. It's free, with our insurance. But I have to drive like 25 minutes. So why should I do that? I can do everything at home or walk my dog, who I love and means so much to me. And my wonderful husband, he just, he makes my life full. And he's always telling me, ABC, always being a closer, you be a closer. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, but okay. And so
Let's talk
meeting
about
you,
your.
how did I meet you?
Yeah, please do. Tell
Yeah.
us how
This
you met me, and then I want to hear about your grandbabies and great grandbabies.
Oh my goodness, I'll talk forever about them. But anyway, Jovan, you want to know how I knew how to access your program?
Please.
I can't tell you because I don't remember. It was in 21.
Yeah.
In 21, and I put you on, and you have a vibrant language, and sometimes it's like you're just who you are, and you let it fly. Well, that doesn't bother me at all, and I don't know why, but it doesn't. And so I tried to explain to a friend at one point in time who I said, "Oh my gosh, you got to listen to this man. He's like totally awesome. I know he's telling the truth, and he keeps us up to, you can learn from him, but you have to know that his language is a little spicy sometimes." He goes, "Oh, I can't listen to somebody like that." And I thought, oh, okay, whatever. So I found you. Immediately, I knew that I could trust you, and you were going to teach me. I'm always looking I want to always have somebody ahead of me, and when I was a younger person of faith, I'd always find the older. Now I'm the older. So a lot of what I've learned recently is from you. and a
thank you.
couple of other people that you know well.
Thank you.
How'd you find him? How'd I find you? I don't know. I just found you. You were, and you captured me right away because of the way that you nurtured the people that you know that support your program. I guess let's put it that way. Your advertisers, and I was in radio myself for about 3 years, and you know, when you have something that you're using, a service or a product, you have to be able to talk about it, and you have to actually use it. You have to use the product.
Right.
So,
Right.
so we know that you know what you're talking about. So you had, in the beginning of my watching you, you came up with this make woke go broke. But before that, you were asking for a group of people, maybe 75 people, to possibly come and help if you had 10 hours a day. So I put my name in. I waited. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
were
gonna do it
looking for
again.
people that maybe had
I
10
put it
hours a
in,
week to help
and
us out.
you must have seen that, and you told Enrico, would you please call Joy? So when I first met him in person, he said, you know, you got me in trouble with my boss. You probably don't even remember that. But anyway, finally, because I'm always looking for healthy things, but this make woke go broke. What do you mean by that? You know? Well, I didn't want to give my money to the, you know, so I called in and I wanted to know, what is this make woke go broke? And I don't know if you know who was the person that called me, but he began to tell me about this wonderful company in the United States that's 40 years old. And every product that they send out is made here in America. And it's also not only that, but it's health. I think their banner is the wellness company. And so, boy, was I hooked right then and there. And I just, you know, like my husband says, he's sitting right here.
Hey, bring
We've
Mike
gotten
on.
to the place
Mike,
now
come on over
where
to the Mike, come on over to the camera, can you?
Sure. He's right here. So,
Hey, Mike.
Hi.
and you know, the company, you can probably expand more about that, but the greatest thing for me is that all of the healthy items that I shop for at different stores here, there, and everywhere, and just the everyday consumable products that I use, like toothpaste, you know, they even have baby items, they have children's items, and so we just got so excited about it that I feel so much better by the products that they have for your health, the supplements. I mean, oh my goodness, it's like I used to be like used to market for money, and no money. I would market health food stores, and people always come up and go, "What should I take? This is going on, and that's going on," and now I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. I can just say, you need to find out about what's going on here, because this company is for America. You know, it's all about convenience. And when you're getting a little bit older, even though I'm very active, I don't have to carry the heavy, you know, the soap, the detergents. And the only thing I must say that they need to try and find out how they can offer it to us is toilet paper.
Yeah, that would be good. So, Mike, when all of this came up in your house, and of course, you know, most people know this as we continually evolve. We've got millions of people doing it. You know, it is Maha Aha, make America healthy again. Have that aha moment. Mike, what did you initially think about all of this and helped you decide, look, we're going to jump in because we want to do something?
I didn't quite hear you there, Jovan. Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said, what helped you in this at the very beginning when you decided, hey, we're going to jump in and do something? Did you catch that? What helped you make that decision to do it?
Well, Joy did it. She signed up. She showed it to me. It was like around Christmas time, and I said, fine. And the product started coming. I wasn't paying attention. And then about 2 months later, I started looking into it and reading what we were getting. And wow, this stuff is great. And I started sharing. You gave us people to share with. The first week I shared with people, and 10 people signed up the first week that I was sharing this. They're still buying today, just like we were. We'll never stop.
Right.
And I was just looking at the products and the health, and it's like, this is great. I want to help.
Well, and too, what I used to do, I had bottles of supplements, all natural stuff, try to eat right as well, lined up. And this way, it makes it so much easier for me to just grab their supplements, and one in the morning, one at night. I mean, and then you have your weight loss programs, and you have all kinds of opportunity to get healthy. They have healthy snacks and food and drinks. And, we make our breakfast drink probably every other day, which makes it easier.
You do, yeah.
The protein,
What-
got to get that protein.
What do you think makes people hesitate? And here's really, I puzzle this. I know the system knows that America has inherently become lazy or absent-minded or put it off or I'll get around to it. And yet we're faced here that almost everything we're doing, even our government, is supporting our own enemies that want to destroy or control us all. And I hesitated too, right? I hesitated too to think, can I do something that makes a difference? And can I do something that changes my life? But I find that we are so ingrained in our routines. We want to go to that Walmart or we want to go to that Target, and we can't break that habit. If you just swap the habit, your life gets a lot better, and you're really doing something you can see. What do you think is most people's hesitancy? And either one of you can answer.
Well, I think you made the statement, it's been quite some time ago, but you said that Americans are inherently lazy. And I would agree. There are those of us, I guess water finds its own level. So I really believe that. That's why I found you, but you're way up the river, but but it's like, people, they surround themselves with like people. So if 80% of our population, unfortunately, took that vaccine, what does that say about 80% of the country? I mean,
wow, that's sobering.
Yeah, it's very sad. So I think Mike and I, we set the example. We always have. I mean, we've been married 30 years, but even before that, you set the example, and the example is try to find the best way to stop giving your money to the big box stores. Stop it. You don't need to do that. That money can be used for other things like putting in a garden or ordering some chickens, which I'm doing this next spring, thanks to
All
you.
Do you want to be healthy? I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't have your health, what do you
Yeah.
have? Look at Steve Jobs when he was on his deathbed, telling about he's got all the money in the world, but it doesn't mean anything. So if you're healthy, you can pour into your kids and your grandkids, your great grandkids. We go to the doctor. I'm on no medication. They look at me like, "What's wrong with you? Why aren't you taking some pharmaceuticals?" Because I'm healthy. What do I need to take pills for? I don't need to take any pill. So if you're healthy, we've been using these products for 4 years, and I mean, Joy's going to be 80 next year. I got to hustle to keep up with her on the walk because she's like on it. And it's like, okay, honey, let's go. Just let me catch up.
The dog and the woman. So
Yeah.
off we go. Well, walking is a great way to stay healthy and, try to eat right and all that. So, but, finding you, Jovan, I believe it was a divine appointment. I don't know if others would understand that statement, but I know that it is, because I can't explain it. That's why I know that you and I were meant to be friends and, you know, champions and warriors in this battle that we're in for the country. And we'd like others to join the army. You know, they're out there, we're everywhere, and we are beginning to make a difference, but you've got to stay healthy. For me, as an older person, but it doesn't really bother me to go grocery shopping, but this saves me a lot of running around, walking out with big old jugs of laundry detergent. And the only thing I would suggest that this wonderful company would, you know, try to figure in how you can make a really healthy dog food. It comes in a bag. It's all, you know, all companies are doing that. But elderly people like ourselves, but I've always had a dog. My dog is my companion, and I've had her turned into a service dog. She's a service dog for me because I'm a little crazy, you know. I mean, I've had great luck. I had cancer at one time, and I overcame that. That's been a long, long time ago. I did not do chemo. I did not do radiation. I had a couple of surgeries, 3 actually, but it's like, because I was so healthy going into that whole journey of my life, I was healthy. So coming out of it, well, the Lord healed me. I'm not going to get preachy on you, which I can do, which I won't do. But I think when I speak, I want to speak life to people and maybe how to go about it. It's never too late. And people say, well, I can't, you know, it's too expensive. I said, look, you're going to be spending it now, or you're going to be spending it when you're in a nursing home. My mother was in a nursing home for 10 years, and she was the greatest generation. She didn't take care of herself. And that generation doesn't take care of themselves. That's why, you know, it's time for us to go to the other side. And I know that, but boy, I'm going out healthy. I'm coming up there to glory, and I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to be singing.
So Mike, let me ask you a question, because I know you talk to people, and I look at people as we do these efforts. Everybody says they want a solution, and all the time we're working to resonate with people to get them to understand. And that's why I changed this to Maha Aha, is make America healthy again. To be healthy, you got to understand it's every part of your life. It's everything from how you're cleaning to what you're consuming to the vitamins you take. What makes it hard, in your opinion, because you've talked to a lot of people, what makes it hard? You know, somebody will say, I got to do this. And we can't handhold people every single moment, right? And yes, we can reach out and hit you with a story that makes sense, and then they just kind of stall. What have you found is the best way to help people get off center and refuse to participate in the slavery of products to the system? How do you coach people on it?
Well, just try it. It's 100% money back guaranteed. Try it for 90 days. And if you don't think it's one of the best things you did, then go ahead. I'll help you cancel, you know. But the package is sent to your door. You order 2 days. In 2 days, boom, there's a box at your door.
It is fast, right?
You know, and now, and also, when part of that, they've introduced Never Ever Beef. They have their own cattle ranch with the best. They ship the steaks to your house, and if it's not the best steak you've ever had, it's the best steak I've ever had.
Best thing, and I grew up with cattle. It was the best steak I've ever had. I'm telling you.
I mean, you want to go to Walmart and buy your steak, and maybe they shoot some mRNA in there. I mean, I'm not doing that anymore. You know, so I want to be healthy, and if you want the best tasting meat, that's part of the program. So just try it. If you can't, you know, it's not going to hurt you. It's okay.
And, you know, here in Wisconsin, where we live in the middle of the forest, there's farms everywhere. And I don't know about Wisconsin in a lot of ways. I've had to acclimate, and, you know, coming from Hollywood to the farm has been a, you know, challenge to my in-laws who are no longer with us. Yeah, it's odd, but I think people have changed from the first time that we were involved with Make Woke Go Broke and receiving all these wonderful products and thriving from them. I believe that they've really helped us to feel even better than we did. And using them, Mike, he says before he gets out of the bathroom, he's used all of their products.
I got 6 or 7 products every morning,
Yep.
Mhm.
And then the coffee, I love the coffee. I got some right here. And then just your everyday consumable products that you're going to be buying for the rest of your life. You got to get these products because
There's no chemicals, there's no additives,
Yeah.
there's no junk. What are you putting into it? It's made in America. It's not Chinese. It's not coming from Vietnam. It's right here in America. I mean, come on, people.
and the beef is
Mike,
never,
I always considered myself, because I spent my time in LA too, I always considered myself healthy or focusing on health. You know what? I didn't realize how much chemicals I could call myself healthy, but I'm still using Clorox. And I
Right.
had no idea. And that was my go-to. That it wasn't clean if I didn't smell bleach or pine sol or whatever. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you find out something as simple as that just using it once a week, and I'm not a smoker, but the off-gassing and the chemical vapors that come to that is the equivalent of smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I had no concept, but yet I considered myself
Right.
healthy, right? And then you really start
Right.
looking, you go, holy crap. And our country doesn't have to do this. If you look at other countries where they outlaw a lot of this stuff for their people, you look at our country and think, why are we adding that crap in there when we don't have to do it? Are you finding, I realize all those chemicals aren't needed. They just aren't needed. So why are they doing it? Have you found out the same?
Yeah. You
Well-
have to be careful what you put in your body. I mean,
Yeah.
there's many stories of people that have used healthy products that we're buying from this company made in America, and their allergies have gone away, and their asthma's gone away, and their skin rashes have gone away because you're buying all this crap like Clorox. And what do you look at you. So now look at you. You're amazing. So, I mean, you've got to do the healthy stuff. I mean, can you trust this company? USA Today came out with America's most trusted brands. Well, guess what? This company's one of the most trusted brands. You can trust them. The USA Today said it 1/10 of 1% of all companies in America make the list, and there's not very many companies on the list, and this company's on it.
Yeah. So Joy, I have a question for you. You were talking about, and I've never talked, people don't even understand, even stuff going down to young babies, the company has the ability to take care of. Think about how many, and you've got, great grandbabies and stuff. Tell me that story again about what you found out about even stuff that applies to our very young ones.
A gift of their baby products. The diaper wipe, the when you wipe the baby, the diaper wipes. I do that with my great grandkids, but I'm not around them as much as I'd like to be. I have a brand new one. He'll be 2, but I think he might be out of diapers. No, he'll still be on diapers. But the children too, like my older grandchildren. Well, I've got such an age range in all of them, but they all know babies. I mean, who doesn't know a baby? Hopefully you have grandchildren. If I'm speaking to people who are more our age, and I really know that they're going to keep putting out more and more products that we use every single day. Hopefully some dog food. I think because a lot of people have dogs and they love their dogs, and I think that's just an idea, but I have a lot
Mike,
of ideas. So,
Mike, how does it make you feel to do this in your life and to help people this way?
You kind of cut it out. How does it make?
How does it make you feel
I
to
mean,
be able to help people this way, to help people open their eyes and set themselves free from the system?
feel to
we
help
have?
others? Was that the question, Joe? It's great. I mean, I want
We got them frozen on the screen. Hang on, guys. I'm going to let you reset. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you reset. Folks, what we're talking about.
don't
just
have your health.
There you go. There you go. Okay, I got you. I got you back. Hang on. Oh! I lost you for a minute there. I got you back. Your
Okay.
screen froze up. You were telling us about helping people and how it makes you feel. Let's see. I think there you go. I got you again.
Helping people is great. And I get to talk to people all around the country, help them invest in their health and their families. And they're so thankful that they did. And we need to invest in our future and our kids and our country. We need to fight for our country, for what's going on. And we need to train up our kids and grandkids and great grandkids to be healthy so they can fight this battle and what this country's founded on and be a bright light in a dark place.
Absolutely.
I
So
don't know.
Joy in closing, what would you add for everybody to say, look, get off center. You got to shop. You got to do this. We got to break through the system. What would you share in closing?
I want everyone. Okay. There was a saying, and I don't know who said it, but it was, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food, something like that. The journey of, you just have to do one thing at a time. If you feel like you're far behind and your health isn't what it should be, no matter what you're fighting, there's a remedy for that. And it begins with taking that first step out the door to take a walk. Look at what you're putting into your mouth, what you're eating, what kind of vitamins, if you want to call them, or supplements, or natural foods, or organic. Even though it's a little bit more money, not with this company though. They're very, very competitive. And what we get sometimes is, I can't afford it. Well, and I will say it again, you're going to pay now for your health, or you're going to pay later when you're in the nursing home. I will fight that until the day I'm called up. I am not going to give into the plan. Don't give into the bad plan. Give into the good plan and start taking care of yourself. And this is one wonderful way to do it, because it's things that you use every single day, and then you'll buy them again and again until the day you're not here anymore. So take that first step out the door, start walking, get in touch with Maha Aha right away, and you'll be connected with
Somebody like us.
Maybe us,
Maybe you, maybe Mike.
I'd love to talk to you.
Yes, you would.
Oh, makeup. Gosh, ladies, they have beauty products. Oh my goodness. You know what, vanity, it still lives. And so, it's what you are going on inside of you. Your heart will shine through you, whatever's going on. And if your heart is broken, and I feel we have a nation full of broken hearts, and I don't want to start crying, but I say tears are
Liquid
prayer. They're liquid prayer. Like a baby doesn't have words. What do? They cry. So if I get a little teary, it's because I care about all of you. And it's not that hard. You just have to take the first step. And one of those first steps would be to watch Jovan as much as you can, because you will learn things you never thought you'd learn. And I wrote a list of the chickens you recommended, and I'm going to get some of them. I'm going to order them in the spring. Anyway, he will help you with this Maha Aha, and we get to be a little part of that. So I just encourage each one of you to take that first step, whatever it is, to change where you purchase toilet paper. You go there for toilet paper. Maybe you have to have toilet paper. You can't have enough of that. But everything else that you can think of. I mean,
To
brush
put
my
on your
teeth.
skin.
Oh, the collagen. Ladies, for men too, but it's so good for your skin and your hair and your skin. Did you know your skin is an organ? Did you know that? I'm sure Jovan did.
knows, yes.
But it just takes care of, your skin, your hair, your brain, and they have the collagen. Oh, it's wonderful. But the beauty
is.
products, collagen is a beauty product. It really
Yes.
is.
Yes,
And
it is.
so just try it. Try it. It's wonderful. That's one of the first steps you can make, and then get outside and start walking. You can
Beautiful.
do it.
So,
Get a
guys,
good
I
pair
just
of
wanted to
walking shoes.
say, number one, I love you and thank you for being part of my life. Thank you for being part of everybody's life, and thank you for caring. That's what we've lost. And I really mean it. We are a family in our group, and we
Yes.
try to support each other and stuff. But this is up to us, and there's so much at stake in our country. There's so much at stake with our loved ones, our kids, our grandkids, great grandkids, whatever it is. And I just wanted to say how much I truly, truly, truly appreciate both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jovan. God bless
God
you.
bless you.
Y'all take care, okay? Thanks, folks. Bye-bye. Folks, one of the things, and I mean this, there's thousands of us that gather every day. We might not be blood related, but we're definitely country related, soul related, values and ethics related. We're kind of all in this together, folks. You got to understand we're all we got. But everything in our life we control. Essential oils, you don't have to, you do the Whole Foods crap, which is selling our country down the stream. We can do it here with Mahaha, your cleaning products, whatever. We have the ability as a nation to heal ourselves in so many ways. But they trained us. I mean, really, that's what it is. They trained us. They trained us to support their system and not do what was right to support us. We got trained to consume things just for the sake of consuming. We got trained to, we got to buy that product just because it's got a big, bright package. And it was all a joke. We gave over our rights when we gave up our own gardening. You ever think about that? We didn't get better. We didn't get better because they could mass produce corn. We got Frankencorn. And now everybody thinks that's the only option. That's the only way you get it. We didn't get better because they had the right commercial. I understand how it works. But none of that was for our lives to be better. It's just like the government coming in, right? You got to social distance. We want you healthy. We don't want you to die. You got to take this. It never was. It was a lie. All of it was a lie. Like we said, I'm the government. I'm here to help you. It's the lie. You might not live out in the country. You might not live in the mountains like me or have big gardens. But we can change this path. They've trained us to be sick. They've trained us to be dependent. They've trained us to aid and abet our enemies. In everything we do, nothing of it, no bit of it was about us. And we're fooled that, well, that's where you get the best price and that's convenient. It's not convenient, and that's not the best price. Convenient, it shows up your door and it knows everything you use. That's convenient. Convenient is when it doesn't have anything in it that will kill you. Do you follow? That's convenient. The added convenient is when you understand making America healthy again. That's the Maha part. That's really a true statement. It's in every aspect of our lives, every aspect. But we've been trained to wait. Oh, I'm going to do that. But then you don't shop. because and then you perpetually don't know because you didn't take a leap of faith. We are all the same here. And when I tell you, just like Mike said, these things change our lives, but we see each other every day for years. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. We are in this together. The system has trained us to be slaves. It's really sad when you think about it, but the system has trained us to be slaves. Can't imagine kids having to have 200 plus vaccines before they're in the first grade. What happened to us? And what happened to us is we fell asleep. We got apathetic. We won't even do the things for ourselves that we know will change our life. I'm telling you, this work we all do together changes lives. It doesn't matter if you're a youngster. It doesn't matter if you're in your 80s or 90s or whatever. You can help people. One of the most successful people we ever had, ever, that literally changed 10,000s of lives, was a school teacher who retired at 65 and had no idea what she was going to do with the rest of her life. But she spent the rest of her life just helping people break away from the system. And it became the most rewarding part of our lives. The sad part of every bit of this is nothing is going to change if you don't change yourself. Nothing's going to change if you don't take a step. Nothing's going to change and you understand the products if you don't do your first shop. I can tell you something I recognize. I can really tell you something I recognize, and I'll be serious here. My two favorite soaps in life, just soap. I didn't think about it a lot. It was just a soap. It's just what I used. Was a Dove Bar and Irish Spring. Just liked it, right? When I jumped to the soap, I found something I love better. But you know what I noticed? Number one, the Dove Bar, you leave on the water running, the damn Dove Bar disappears. Have a little water on the edge of the tub and the slot the bar goes in, the bar melts. It's just gone. That's a rig. On the other side, Irish Spring, even though I loved it, tell me guys if you know what I'm talking about, right? I didn't realize how many freaking chemicals were in there. And I didn't realize my body could feel it until I got soap that not only smelled good because it's essential oils, but had none of their shit in it. I thought I was just kind of hot or red splotchy getting out of the shower because it was a hot shower. I learned I was wrong. I had no idea. Using that stupid little, just something as stupid as Irish Spring soap. Had no idea until I stopped using it and found the one I like with what we do with Maha Aha, right? And it's the best thing ever done. You get out of the shower and I'm not red splotchy. I realized my own shower was causing me an allergic reaction. Never thought about it. Never, ever thought about it. And one of the hardest things I did, and I'm telling you the truth, is I knew I should do it, and I kept putting it off, and I kept putting it off, and I kept putting it off, and I kept putting it off. But when I did it, from the time I get up till the time I go to bed, it's part of my life, and I am giving the system the finger because I used my finger to make the leap and get it and just try it. That's it. Just shop. Just try it. The Walmart, Target doesn't give you a 90-day money-back empty bottle guarantee. So why do you wait? And that's where I'll end. You've been trained to wait. You've been trained to doubt. You've been trained to hesitate. All of our training has been wrong. Our training has been to control us. Break that training. Break that training and join us. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
This crazy world is telling you your sons can be daughters and your daughters can be your sons. When will the madness stop? Never. So you have to decide, will you comply or defy? They tell us all, you will own nothing, eat bugs, and be happy. Is this why America's largest food processing plants and food supply plants keep burning down? Do you really think this is a coincidence? Of course not. The system is telling us right to our faces what they have planned for us. You have a choice. Comply or simply defy their plan for us all. Defy the system's plan and execute your own plan. Abundant, safe, secure natural food supply. Introducing the Food Forest Bible. This bestseller by Jovan Hutton Pulitzer is the single most complete, executable, easy-to-follow plan for sustainable, self-managing food production for self-sufficiency and food security. For the first time ever, a coffee table, heirloom quality full color book which unlocks the ancient secrets of creating a food forest. Imagine planting in a way which requires no digging, no pesticides, and creates massive ancient food abundance. No fooling. Food forests are the ancient secret to planning and planting once. And have your own Garden of Eden, which will feed your families for decade after decade. Buck the system. Buck the New World Order and order your very own copy of Jovan Hutton Pulitzer's Food Forest Bible. Learn how to create a sustainable, self-managing, natural food production for self-sufficiency and food security for your family. Side yard, small yard, backyard, backlot, or even lots of acres, the Food Forest Bible works for everyone. Order on Amazon, hardcover, softcover, or ebook. Don't comply. Expertly defy the system.